Hello, and welcome into the Real Monica Adams Show. Just kick back and relaxing with you, and hope you're having a great start to your day. I just wrapped up, probably as you can tell, a good workout, and we're going to talk about pushing in life. When you push maybe a little too far, when there's a little too much weight on your shoulders, physically, mentally, spiritually, in the corporate world, in the business world, in the personal world. I want you to weigh in. There are times, though, that you need to push a little more, that there's a little more in you, but you give up on yourself. We're going to talk about all of that today. I hope you're having a great start to your day. Did you wake up early? Yeah, it's wet outside, a lot of lightning and thunder and ponding on the roadway. So please be careful, because some of you might take us along with you, put us in the car, maybe connect it to your speakers in your car or have your earbuds on, and take that message of positivity along with you and getting updates in the world, because we're going to give you some news you can use. I'm going to give you the weather forecast, give you some sports, and then we'll get deep into our talk. We'll also talk about 4th of July and what's coming up tomorrow, crossing our fingers that we don't have a complete washout, because there's a lot of festivities downtown and all the municipalities looking to do the fireworks with your kids and with your family tomorrow. I know that, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get it in. We'll find out in the weather here shortly. And then, of course, as I mentioned, getting into our topic. So we are just starting this morning, and I want you to do exactly as you see on the bottom here. Please share and like and follow our live stream and let everybody know that we are on. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we are on X, Instagram, and Rumble, on all of the platforms this morning. So if someone's not on one particular platform, they don't want to be on Facebook, etc., let them know that they can watch another way. And if they absolutely cannot watch the entire show live, then let them know that they can always come back to it. That's the beauty of streaming. How many of you had a chance to see the entire, and I do say the entire show yesterday? We went on a little longer than an hour and a half. It was the second half hour that was with my dear friend Todd Michaels. He interviewed me. So we flipped chairs yesterday. If you didn't see that and you had to get off to work, make sure that you go right at about the hour mark and then watch the second half hour, or the second segment, I guess I should say, of the show. The first one was wonderful music. I hope you saw that as well. I couldn't stop dancing in my chair. Mauricio, thank you so much for coming in and introducing us to Emerson. And I hope you get a chance to see them July 11th at City Winery. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's why you have to go back and watch yesterday's show. We had a little Latin music. We had some operatic music. And we talked about believing in yourself and coming over and getting out of your own way and introducing yourself to other cultures. That's the thing where you're really going to live. And then Todd interviewed me. And I've had so many people that have emailed me, who have texted me, all saying that they loved the connection between Todd and myself. They love the humor between Todd and myself, and they love the real and the rawness of what I was able to give from my heart. I really would like to do more with him. He and I worked together for a long time in media, and I would love to make him a part of the show, even if it's a once a month, but definitely I'd like to build on a weekly segment. So all those ideas to come. Good morning to all of you. I'll say good morning in just a second. Let's get right to this, because this is really the local story of the day for not just today, but tomorrow as well. You can look at the first alert weather days, heavy rain and potentially severe storms, unfortunately. A lot of you dealing with that already this morning. As I mentioned, if you are heading out, just know that there are already problems on the roadways of a lot of heavy rain that fell, and that caused some ponding on the road. So here's your forecast for the next 7 days. Again, today we have scattered rain and storms, and it's going to be humid and hot, 90 for that high, mid 70s for the low. Then tomorrow we have 2 rounds. You're going to have off and on rain and storms expected as all the festivities are starting, getting ready for the parade, America's celebration, the birthday celebration downtown with the parade. And then our municipalities, they're getting ready for their festivities for 4th of July. All of that could be hindered by the rain in the morning, and then it's not done. We're talking about another round or 2 in the afternoon and in the evening. So I'm hoping that we can get some of these festivities underway. We, of course, are supposed to be as a team with Ruby Lee tomorrow. She's got an opener. I don't know what his name is, but at Defiance Ridge Vineyards, we're supposed to be there with all of you that have purchased your tickets. And today I'm in touch with the owner, Chuck Gillentine. He will let me know, because a lot of you have been asking me what will happen. I don't know if they're going to be a rescheduled concert, or what will take take place? I don't have those answers, but we will, as soon as I know, I can make a social media post and I can let everybody know for tomorrow. Okay. So that's all I know for right now. 88, by the way, for the high, and then into the mid 70s. So those 2 days, today and tomorrow, are the watchers. Friday looks nice. Again, clearing an 86. And then look at the weekend. Saturday, 87. But look at the high on Friday night. The low on Friday night, 68. Looks like a beautiful evening, Friday evening. 87 again on Saturday. And then on Sunday, 92, a slight chance of some PM rain. 71 for the low. Monday, you've got a 40% chance of rain and storms again, 89. And Tuesday, 88. So all in all, except for the next 2 days, it doesn't look too bad, does it? I would say it's not too bad of a forecast. We're not talking 100-degree weather, which is the good news. Okay, let's talk about when we discuss the 4th of July and we talk about people traveling and a lot of you having to head to the pump, and you feel the pain at the pump. You feel the pain at the grocery store. Grocery store, all of your groceries are up about 1% to 1.5%. So you think about everything you're buying. The meat, super expensive. You're buying your corn, you're buying your sweet potatoes or your potatoes, your baked beans, your coleslaw. You're getting the goodies, the sweets for the kids or for yourself. Don't get sticker shock. Everything is up right now, including your gas. So the pain at the pump continues. But look at this. Missouri drivers can claim a gas tax rebate. That's right. If you saved your gas tax receipts over the past year, you can now apply for that rebate. Those receipts are from July 1st of last year to June 30th of this year. The deadline, by the way, to file for the rebate is September 30th, 2024. You must submit this form. So write it down. It's form 4923H. One more time. You have to submit form 4923H by September 30th to claim this refund. And the gas tax in Missouri jumped, by the way, from 24.5 cents per gallon to 27.5 cents per gallon on Monday. Back in 21, the state started increasing the gas tax every year through next year, 2025. That extra money, where's it going to go? That's what everybody always asks. It's going to pay for maintenance on roads and bridges. In 2022, the Missouri Department of Revenue reported the average refund was $27.86. But hey, everything adds up. So you can look for that form, by the way. It's the Missouri Gas Tax Rebate Form. You can look for that online, or maybe if Kelsey is on, maybe Kelsey, is Kelsey, or let me think who's moderating today. It should be Kelsey. Kelsey should, yeah, there we go. Kelsey, if you could look for that for me, or I can, let me do this as I'm talking. I could probably do this for her, make it okay for her. And she can, let's do this. She can post it for you in your comments to make it easy, because I think this is something that you all may want. So here we go. Kelsey, look for a text from me right now. Just make it easier on you. How about that? Teamwork. You got to love it. Teamwork makes a dream work, they say, right? So again, things are up, up, up. Okay, have you seen this news? Heart canceling their 2024 tour as Ann Wilson reveals a cancer diagnosis. But she says this is merely a pause. I hope you all know Ann Wilson, the heart rocker, incredible rocker. I think one of the best female rock groups. I love Pat Benatar. I love Joan Jett. But to me, it was all about heart and the song Barracuda. Give it to me. What do you think about that? 74 years old, by the way. She announced on Tuesday that she recently underwent surgery for cancer. And as a result, she will take the rest of the year off. And this is a quote from her. She says, "Dear friends, I recently underwent an operation to remove something that, as it turns out, was cancerous." She wrote this on Instagram. "The operation was successful. That's the best news. And I'm feeling great. But my doctors are now advising me to undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy." And she's decided to do it. She said that due to her treatment, her doctors had advised her to take the rest of the year away from the stage in order to fully recover. And how many times do we say, you got to take care of you first? She would therefore be canceling Heart's Royal Flush Tour, which was set to begin in Cleveland in just less than a month, and that was supposed to run through December. She said, "To the ticket buyers, I really do wish we could do these gigs. Please know I absolutely plan to be back on stage in 2025. My team's getting those details sorted, and we'll let you know the plan as soon as we can. So our thoughts and prayers go out to one of the best rockers that we have ever known. There's some updates, by the way, on the latest with Chesterfield Mall. They are moving forward. I was telling you that Cheesecake Factory was set to close in August, but they're readying all of that. And did you see O'Connell's Pub is up for sale? A lot of people say that that's the best burger in town. What do you think about that? I mean, there's a lot of great places that have opened over the years, but a lot of people always said O'Connell's. But yeah, O'Connell's Pub is up for sale. And again, Chesterfield Mall, the demise of Chesterfield Mall coming very, very soon. Okay, let's talk about sports. I told you the other day that St. Louis City SC fired their head coach. I honestly, I don't know about you, but I was surprised by that. I mean, they had such a remarkable first season, and then boom, yes, this one hasn't been the best, but gosh, he doesn't even get a chance to go beyond one season. St. Louis City SC returning to City Park, by the way, for a midweek battle with the San Jose Earthquakes, and that's today. It's been a rocky week. Again, as the winless month of June closes, there are fewer than 15 regular season matches remaining. So St. Louis starts the month of July at home against an opponent they have not yet faced this year. They were involved in a high-scoring affair last weekend, and they took a 4-3 loss to Vancouver Whitecaps in Canada. So again, tonight, I don't know if any of you are getting a chance to go, or if you've been to a match yet, if you've been to the pitch, it is just one of the most remarkable, gorgeous stadiums I've ever been to. As I've said over and over again, we should be so proud. And how about Nolan Gorman hitting a grand slam? Yep, to help the Cardinals beat the Pirates. So we go from not so good with City SC to the Cardinals looking great. They beat the Pirates 7-4, by the way. And Gorman hit his second career grand slam, and Matt Carpenter dropped a soft single into left to load the bases with no outs in the fourth inning. Gorman followed with his 17th homer of the season. It was a 415-foot drive to left center on a 1-2 sweeper from Mitch Keller. Gorman hit his previous grand slam, backs, and that was back in April of 2023. So how about those Cards? And they continue against the Pirates. So if you want to go and see a game, I'm actually working with my team to try to take a few girls to go. I haven't been to a Cardinal game in I don't even know how many years. That's not a good thing. Shame on me, Monica. How many of you have been to a Cardinal game this season, by the way? Let me know that. Okay, so that is your news, your sports, and your weather. Once again, keeping an eye to our weather. It looks, at least in our area, let me know if it's still raining by you. It has subsided, but definitely the grass is happy, the trees are happy, the flowers, everything that needed it, but the roads, again, a little dangerous. Sean, good morning to you. Kathy, good morning. Julie Purcell, good morning. Good morning from Clearwater Lake. Well, Rose, thanks for taking us along with you. Julie, today is the day, right? Julie Fabian, good morning to you. I can't wait for you to tell me what you love about our newest sponsor, Dr. Sarah Jensen. And I believe Julie's going to her Chesterfield location. If you are trying to get into a dermatologist and it has taken you months and months and months, this is the really cool thing about our newest Medical Monday doctor. She can get you in within a week's time. That's because she's got her location in Festus that she's had for 14 years. And then she opened up a new practice in Chesterfield, and she got Julie in right away. Rose, I believe you've been wanting to go in. Crystal wanted to go in. We've got somebody from my team that just made an appointment, and then me and Jim are going in because I don't know if I've ever been to a dermatologist. And when I got a wake-up call when Sarah was on set and said we should go for an annual dermatology exam after the age of 40. Hello, didn't know that. Definitely need to get in there. Diane says she loves to see the rain. And you saw the show yesterday, Diane. Thank you so much. Julie said it was a great show as well. Kelsey, good morning to you. Thanks for being up and moderating for us. Debbie Stiegman, good morning. Monica and everyone else. I saw the entire show and I was entertained by all of us. I love it. Joe, good morning. Rain, go away. Joe, I haven't seen you on in a while. Sean, good morning. I can't wait for the next few days. City game and 4th of July celebrations. Oh, good. Sean, you're going to love the match tonight. Good morning, Wayne. Such bad timing for the rain. I know, for the holiday, for sure. A lot of people are agreeing that. What was the code again? Code. Well, you should have it now. Kelsey just posted the PDF. Prayers for Ann Wilson, Julie says. Marilyn, oh no. Yeah, O'Connell's. I know. Best burger, she says. Best ever was the Fatted Calf in Clayton that closed years ago. Okay, never had that one. Tony, good morning to you. Good morning. Let's see. Okay, Debbie posted that again. The segment with Todd was second to none. It was so real. I love Anne Hart in my first concert, Pat Benatar back in 86. Love it, love it, love it. I love the real talk here this morning. Kathleen Morris, good morning. I have not been to a cards game in years. You and me both, girl. Anne, good morning. Good workout this morning, by the way. Okay, still pouring in Warrenton, Missouri, I'm being told. Yes, I go to the doctor today, a little nervous. Don't be nervous, Julie. Don't be nervous. Luann, she's going to take good care of you. I love this woman. Luann, good morning to you. Kelsey, good morning. Julie found it. Good. Never. Oh, she's Rose says never. The best song by heart. Fatted Calf. Julie says best burger. Didn't have it. Stephanie Newbill. Good morning to you. Okay, said good morning to I think everybody. Let me look over real quick to Instagram, making sure I'm not missing anybody over there. And we're on X, as I mentioned. So I bounce back and forth just to make sure that everyone's heard and nobody's missed. Okay, it looks like we're good. So you're up to date on everything that we needed so far. Tracy Landwehr. Tracy, are you new to the show? Love you. Rain and Thunder in Gerald, she says. So here's what I want you to do. Make sure you tell your friends to tune in as often as they possibly can. We've got over 350 shows that we've done since we launched back in March really of last year, but we launched in our studios in June of last year, and it just grows and grows and grows. Michelle and I are going to be going to Cabo with a group of her friends in just a few weeks. My hubby stays here with the dogs, but I get away on a girls' trip. I have promised you that I would do 2 shows from Cabo. My thought is Monday when we first get in. We get in on the weekend, but Monday for the first day of the work week, and Friday as we start to wrap up the week and kind of check in and let you know how we're doing. Do you like that idea? Would you tune in if I come into you from Cabo San Lucas? That's my plan. And then we're taking some of our favorites, the best of the best shows. John O'Leary, the book On Fire, and the new movie that's coming out this fall. Kira Anderson, I thought was remarkable. We have re-aired our interview with Billy Bush. We've re-aired our interview with Reed Lowe. We've re-aired an interview with Tessa Greenspan. If you have any in particular, because I'm going to have my team put these together, that you would love to hear that message again, let me know. There's been some really, really powerful ones that I gave to my team last night. I'll run through some of these with you. I'm going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I'll tell you about some of the ones that we're thinking of re-airing. Debbie says absolutely from Cabo. Rose says, will Jim do your shows? The answer is absolutely not. He doesn't like to be in front of the camera at all, and he always kicks and screams when I say, come on, they want you to be on with me. He 100% would not do the show. My good friend and co-worker Diane lives in Warrenton. Wonderful. Tracy Landwehr, again, in Gerald. Tracy, have you watched the show for a while? But I don't remember saying hi to you, but if I did, I'm so sorry. Always new people coming on. How is your friend Tammy? She hasn't had any updates that have actually said how she's doing, more so cracking everybody up. So if you follow her, you'll be able to see some stuff that she's done with her team at Brown and Crouppen. So yeah, check her out. The latest is what I was telling you, but tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., you'll hear the audio show on our audio podcast. If you don't know, we do have an audio podcast as well as the talk show. So Monday through Friday, live video component aspect. Thursday, audio. The podcast drops at 8 a.m. Okay, Tracy, how'd you find us, by the way? I'm going to take a quick break. Let me know how you found us. And have you been following my career for a while, or did you just stumble upon me? If you have followed my career for a while, maybe you saw a little bit of this. I want to thank Michelle for putting this together.
Come on, Monica. Let's go, St. Louis. Turn and burn.
Hello, Miss Monica.
Monica.
Hi, guys.
This is a good one. Sometimes you spend like 10 years and you don't got one like this.
Hi, Monica.
It's a feast. It's like a 17-course meal. You're just like, you need a minute. With wine. With a wine pairing. And a whiskey pairing.
That is what. There it is.
I think I just have the most beautiful experience. I saw fireworks.
Thank you, Monica, for making our day.
When I started MyPillow, it was just a problem solution, one product company. Well, since then, with the help of my dedicated employees, we now have hundreds of products, some you might not even know about. To get the word out, we're having a $25 extravaganza. 2-pack multi-use MyPillows, $25. MyPillow sandals, $25. And for the first time ever, our 6-pack towel sets, you guessed it, just $25. Our brand new 4-pack dish towels, $25. And I've never done this before. Premium My Pillows with all new Giza fabric, any size, any loft level, even king size for only $25. And there's so much more. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code for our $25 extravaganza. Order $75 and over. Your entire order ships absolutely free.
I love that. How many of you have picked up some stuff? I know Angie was telling me the other day that she had a picture that she sent me of her beagle that was just kicked back and relaxed on the dog pillows. I mean, I'm looking at my dogs and they sleep longer. I mean, I'm not, again, everything that's out of my mouth is real, real, real. I really do love those products. And that's really why I wanted, for no other reason, I love his products and wanted him to come on. So yeah, we just loaded this house up with dog pillows, dog throws, My Pillow 2.0, that's the one that I like. The sheets and the towels, and then those slides to use by the pool or by the boat or just hanging out. Again, maybe hanging out for 4th of July. So yeah, use that code. Somebody said they saved like $250 by using the code. All right, let me switch some things around here. Here we go. I think Peppy needs a bed. Julie, I agree with you. You trust me, you're gonna thank me. And they're so inexpensive. I have bought so many beds for my dogs over the years and spent so much money, a ridiculous amount of money. I had no idea that the beds could be so good, and I'm not spending $100 on a bed. I'm telling you, I've spent $70, $80, $100 for some of these dog beds that they just tear up. They sleep longer and longer and longer. It's like the lap of luxury for these babies. So yeah, Julie, I agree with you for sure. Tracy, followed you, watched your show at Defiance, saw you were working out with Ruby Lee. She's amazing. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Ruby. So Ruby is training with me, and so is her sister. Her sister's name, by the way, is Sandra, but her nickname is Grumpy. So everybody who meets her says, I can't call you Grumpy. You're just so sweet. I agree with that. Ruby is supposed to play tomorrow, live in concert at Defiance Ridge Vineyards. And then right after that is the fireworks at 9:00. Yes, the weather we're talking about, though, I don't know if we're going to be able to get this in. So I had a ton of you that have been writing me and asking me the question, is the concert still going to go on? I don't make the decision. First of all, the good Lord above is going to dictate what happens in the weather. And then Chuck, the owner of Defiance Ridge, will have to make the decision. Do they find a rescheduled rain date? That's my hope. Do they have to do a refund? I don't know. I'm thinking that they should be able to just find a rescheduled date. But I also hope that maybe the meteorologists are wrong and that this whole weather pattern will get out of here or maybe give us enough of a break where she can get the concert in. So 4:00 is when the gates will open. 7:30 is when Ruby takes the stage. There is a headliner. There is an opener before her. And then she takes the stage from 7:30 to 9. Now, there's a few things I want you to know. If you've seen her in concert already, you haven't seen this show. First of all, she has a custom-made suit that was made for her that is absolutely incredible. It's one of those suits that you've seen on some of the old school country artists that was specifically made for her with the most amazing designs and symbols. So you're going to see a cool new suit on her. Secondly, she's got a bunch of songs that are tied to patriotism. And then, of course, the favorites that you love that she's done. So if you've seen her with me at Rickman Auditorium, maybe you saw her with me at Cedar Lake Cellars, you haven't seen this show, because she's pulling out all the stops. She's going to give you one of the best shows you've ever seen. So Ruby Lee tomorrow. If you haven't purchased your tickets still available. Just keep an eye to the weather. Look at the radar. If you've got rain in your area, but it's showing nothing out west, then hey, I'm sure we're good to go. Obviously, nobody's going to be put in danger. If there's lightning, they're not going to let anybody go on. But let's just see how it all plays out. They can't make that call yet. They're not going to make that decision until we get closer to tomorrow. But I know he was going to be in touch with me and let me know what he was thinking. Okay. Let's see. Where are you going? If you're not coming to see Ruby, which I hope you are, I know a lot of you bought tickets. Where do you plan to spend your 4th of July? Are you going to one of the local municipalities? Because there's stuff going on all over the place. I ran down the other day, Kirkwood and Webster and January Wabash Park and into Illinois, et cetera, et cetera. Full list online to show you where 4th of July festivities are taking place. If there's parades, if there's fireworks, et cetera. I used to love to go to Webster. I used to do that when I was in my 20s. They put on a good one. I used to go into Manchester, I think Baldwin. But yeah, let me know. Are you staying at home? If you are, please be careful with the fireworks. We mentioned this before, so 2 little PSAs for you. One is, Honestly, leave it to the professionals. When you start to buy your own fireworks and you give them to the kids and they don't know what they're doing, or you don't know what you're doing, or you're mixing alcohol, which is a no-no, with fireworks, then what happens? Danger, and into the ER you go. Every year in the news, we do the same story. Trust me, if you flip the news on, you're going to be seeing it again and again for the next several days about warning you and then telling you about all the injuries. The ER is packed this time of year because honestly, people already started setting off their fireworks this past weekend. They'll do it all this week. They'll go into next weekend, or this coming weekend, I should say, as well. One PSA, leave it to the professionals. Second, I mentioned this before. If you are an animal owner, a dog owner, I saw somebody walking a cat the other day, by the way, so I'm going to say cats as well, and pot-bellied pigs and all of them, put the collars on them. Whether you regularly have a collar on them as they run around the house or you don't, put it on them right now. Keep it on them this week because they get scared and they literally throw themselves through doors, through screen doors, through windows. They jump over fences. They get so scared that they run away. Do you want to be separated from your dog? No, is the answer. However, there are so many shelters that get loaded up this time of year with extra dogs that are your dogs, your own pets, because they run away from home. So I said it the other day. It's just my way of trying to take care of your animals. Twin Oaks fireworks tonight, Terry says, always puts on one of the best shows. There we go. See, staying in Columbia, Illinois, Stephanie says. I always love when the community comes together and gives an idea where some other things might be taking place. Staying home, Luann says, our dogs are so afraid of the fireworks. Yep. Where is that, Julie? Are you asking about Twin Oaks? I think that's probably in West County. So Terry, I believe Julie's comment is to you. That's my thought. Okay, it is almost 7:30. We've run through the things you need to know. Now, let's dig into some things. Okay, so our talk for the next 30 minutes, we've got about 45 of you on right now. I'd like to see these numbers come up because this is going to be a really powerful, poignant talk that your family, your friends need to know, your young kids need to know. Yeah, Terry said near Manchester. I thought so. So this is for everybody. So get the kids around. I need them to hear this. This kind of coincides with a discussion we had with Travis Snyder with 3A Athletics several weeks ago. We talked about the amount of pressure that parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and coaches put on young kids. So I thought about rehashing this, but in a new way to affect corporate world, personal world. It's not just the amount of pressure that's put on the young kids to perform better in sports, to perform better in dance, to perform better in band or whatever they're doing, or to be what you consider to be more intelligent and get a better grade. Yes, I know you want them to do their best, but sometimes do you think there's a little too much pressure put on them? Or do you think that they're just going through life lackadaisical and they could push more? So where's the boundaries? Where is the fine line that divides the I've pushed too far, I've injured myself, I've pushed too far, I'm stressed out, I haven't pushed enough, and this is why I'm staying stationary? This is a really good discussion that I want to go through with you. Terry said 141 in Big Bend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, a lot of great things that are going on for the holiday, and then a lot of good talk. So I want you all to be real. Where do you think the dividing line needs to be? Let's separate it now, okay? Can we? Let's take young kids. Then let's take mid-adult, like 20s, 30s. Let's think about getting into the corporate world, or you're going into your first real job. I'm not talking about working at a fast food restaurant or working up at a golf place. I'm talking about your actual career, your big girl, big boy job. When do you have the aha moment that everybody else around you is getting promotions? It's not politics. But they actually deserve it. So we're not talking about the negative side of politics and, hey, this person deserved it. And that's not what we're discussing today. We're discussing, could you have done a little bit more to have put you in the position that you so justly think that you deserve? But do you deserve it? Or have you not given your all? So when I say always do your best, what does that mean to you? This is going to be more of like a workshop, if you will. So one of the things that I want to do more of, and I need to ask our audience, we've got about, like I said, 45 of you on right now. Tell me, if I had a ticketed event where I sat on stage or in a big open room and you were able to come and be with me live so that I actually could pass the microphone around and you could interact with us. We do some giveaways. We maybe would tie it into a charity where we have a little silent auction, maybe have some food and drinks there. Would you come? If so, do you want to have it in the summer? Do you want to do it in the fall? What makes the most sense to you? Because there's a life coaching class I used to teach on Thursday nights, and everybody would join me on Zoom. And a lot of times I would say, I really would like to have this in person. So maybe once a quarter, we would go in person. Once a month, we would do online. But there's so many of you that are seeking out the help of being able to know, how do you go to the next level, right? How do you really tap into your best self when you feel kind of lost and you don't have the pieces of the puzzle to fit together? I want to be able to give that to you. Long-time life coach, long-time personal trainer, longtime broadcaster, all of that being brought to you. But I want to know if you would show up for it. If not, I'm not going to go through the process of putting it all together. But I am in talks with someone. I've got the location chosen, and I just want to know if it's something that you want more of. Because yes, I can do this show, but it's me talking, or it's me and one guest. But what about you? You have a voice. Your voice matters. And it's not just in you typing a few things, because you would probably give me a lot more. There's a lot more that I think you want to say about these topics. So weigh in for me. Drop in the comments. Let me pop over, by the way, real quick to Instagram. Illuminate Health and Wellness. That's my dear friend Lindsay. She says, yes, 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 Monica. So, okay. And hi, Keita. Good morning to you. Yep. Don't want anybody to feel left out as we pop back and forth. People on Twitter, people on, I should say, X, people on X watch. They don't seem to type in as much. So feel free to ask questions over there as well. And follow me, by the way, on X. We do need to probably get verified on there. Julie says she would be interested. Okay. That's what I want to know. Good morning. Perfect subject for all to learn. Well, that's my sister. I mentioned my sister on my show yesterday. Love it, she says. Marilyn, absolutely. I would be there if my calendar is open. July or August, not many events at that time. So I'm thinking in August. So that's good that you put that forward. So yes, okay. So let's talk. Let's talk first. How about we separate it up and we go beyond the kids? Because the kids, honestly, I think, and if you want me to go any deeper on the kids, please let me know. But I believe we really covered the kids good when we had Travis on with us. I will look at my growing up, and I mentioned it yesterday when Todd was interviewing me. I think I had the most remarkable upbringing. I talked about how great my dad was, how supportive, how he was at every single sporting event, how he took me into modeling, how he took me into dance. My mom ran me around to gymnastics, everything. Never pushing, just supporting. There's a huge difference. To me, that's the line I'm talking about. Anne said she'd be interested. Good morning to you all, beautiful people, Kathy says. Okay, so do you see the difference between supportive parents and parents who are pushing so much because you didn't get the opportunity? You didn't give your all. It's all on you. I want you to understand that. If you lost out in whatever you wanted to do when you were younger, do you understand that it really may have been that you didn't give your all? So now you're trying to push it on your kids, but are they even interested in what you're trying to push them into? I see this a lot, unfortunately. Thank you so much, Kelsey, for posting the 3A Athletics website. And if you can, she can go to my YouTube page and drop that interview that we did with Travis, because it was really powerful. That's actually one I would like to see redone. I told you I would run through some of these for you to see what you thought about specific interviews that we've done and ones that I would like to see re-aired when we go to Cabo. So there's ideas of this. So we did one about body shaming. That was back in May of last year. We did one with Grunt Style, very, very powerful with our veterans. We did one with the Stoned Apes, which his rawness and him crying and what he let go, that was a really powerful one. That was October 31st. We had him on Halloween of last year. Ruby Lee was on her first time in November. We talked about airing John O'Leary's On Fire. Kelly Chase talking about his cancer battle. The Art of Healing, Michelle thought was a really powerful one in April. The Rockstar Attitude, we're thinking of re-airing that with Heather Kreider and Mark, who was the drummer for Pink. And Pink's concert's coming up very soon, by the way. Changing the Culture of Youth Sports. That's the one I'm talking about. Here you go. It's May 15th, by the way. Kelsey, May 15th is when we did the show with Travis. Women's Heart Health with Deborah Grandinson. Michelle liked that one. She also liked me doing Faith and Family back in June. I like Mitch Albom. I like Martin Fletcher, Rebecca Minkoff. These are just some of the ones that we've done in the past. So what I'm talking about, if you missed the first, 10, 15 minutes of my show, I'm going to be in Cabo San Lucas. I'm going to do 2 live shows for you, even though Michelle says, Monica, would you just take a vacation? No, I'm going to do a show on Monday. I'm going to do a show on Friday. And then 3 days, we are going to re-air some interviews that I think are very, very poignant. I just want to see if there's any that you loved. Rose, do you see people? Okay, here we go. I love the interaction here. Do you see people over 50 needing life coaching? Oh, 100%. Let me see. So I've got a 50-year-old, a 57-year-old. I have a 50-year-old, her daughter, 21. I have a mid 40-year-old. So yeah, a lot of them actually. The majority of what happens, Rose, is what we're talking about today. That I think a lot of people, they dealt with so many things that they never spoke about when they were growing up, and now they feel like they need to talk about it. Debbie says her upbringing was horrible. All 10 of ours were pushed, I'm guessing you're saying. A lot, Rose says, are stalled in the water. We would be there. I'll bring a group. Oh, good. My parents didn't push me, but they pushed the boys. Girls were made to stay home. We try to push our kids to find their potential. Okay, so I'm going to use the word push and erase it. Okay, that's the biggest thing. So here's the things I like people to erase from their vocabulary. The word just. And what do I mean by that? I just lifted 10 pounds. Or only. I only lifted 10 pounds. Or the word but. Replace the word but with and. These are things that are tools that I give a lot of my life coaching clients. So erase the word but. Watch how you start to say but and. It's something we did a lot in television. We try not to say the word but. I erase the word only or I just did this from my clients. I'm going to ask you all to erase the word push unless you're pushing weight from what you do to yourself and what you do to your kids. Support replaces the word push. Support the kids to find their potential. Guide the kids to find their potential. Pushing feels like you push them off course. They feel pushed so much that they want to give up. They thought they loved something and then they hated it. You don't want them to hate something, but when there's too much pushing, I feel like that's what happens. Rose, by the way, were you able to get in touch with Dr. Jensen? I know, weren't you one of them that wanted to get in? Let me know. Richard, the storms put me in migraines, still laying in bed. Rich, I'm so very sorry. I know you're getting in to see Dr. Neary soon, and I hope he can help you. Women need women. Life is short. Be your best. Help us, Monica. Rose, I'm here. Let's do it. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna plan it. We encourage, yes, encourage, support, guide, lift up. Yes. See how you did that? Okay. And that is one of the greatest things that happens in a life coaching session is suddenly everybody gets the chills and the aha moment when they have the replacement word to fulfill their life moving forward. So when they were hurt by so much pain and maybe some of it they were causing themselves or they felt somebody else caused, don't blame the parents. The whole pity me, I went through this, or blame an aunt, blame an uncle, blame a best friend, blame a godparent, whatever. We got to get rid of the pity me, but sometimes you need a little coaching along with that. Every day is a new day. Every day that you have breath in your lungs, a brand new day to feel blessed, right? So things happened in the past, but are you living there? You have days ahead of you, I hope. You have the seconds right now that we're breathing together, that we're sharing, this beautiful time that we're sharing together. Why waste it with, well, he did this to me and she did that to me? Okay, let's talk it out. Get a counselor, get a good life coach, get someone who will guide and listen. Try not to be negative every time you walk into their office. Think of the wins, celebrate the wins, move forward. Again, forward momentum is what matters most in life. So I love the fact that Rose already did it in this, 5-minute time span. She replaced the word push with we encourage. It's a powerful thing. What other words do you think you could start using with your kids instead of saying, honey, I'm trying to push you to be your best? They hear the word push and they shut down. If you say more of, what do you want to do, little Johnny? What do you want to do, little Susie? And I don't know why we always use those names, but what is it that you would like to do? And then introduce them. Okay, so here's the greatest thing I can thank my mom and dad for. It was, do you want to be introduced to soccer? Yeah, sure. Did it stick? Yes. Softball. Did it stick? As long as it needed to. And then the time was up. Now I would goof around and play. I'm actually going to show you something pretty cool here. We're going to take a break and I'm going to show you the beginning of a collaboration we have with Rawlings. Have you been to the experience at Westport, by the way? It is so amazing. So if you want to introduce to softball, soccer, basketball, hockey, track and field and marathons, dance, cheerleading, singing, band, I could go on and on and on and on. Cricket, pickleball, tennis, golf. It doesn't matter what it is, or the arts. Maybe someone that you have as a child is not into sports. Allow them to bring their creativity out and listen to them better. Yes, Kelsey, don't push is right. That's a great hashtag. And people are probably going to see that hashtag and go, what do you mean don't push? Encourage. So maybe you put don't push, encourage, don't push, support, don't push, guide. Take ownership, Terry says, of yourself and your faults. See and think positive. Yes, growth comes, though, from those you support, you surround yourself with, the support that is behind you. I know many of you are not self-motivated and you can't do it on your own. That's when you've got to find your tribe. You've got to find your team. I've got a phenomenal team behind me and they put this promo together. Take a look.
The world needs to be more positive.
Yep.
You know, the world, and I'm spreading positivity with my air fresheners. So,
you and I both,
yes.
sir.
Sadly, I wasn't aware of the Monica Adams show until recently, and was I missing out?
I'm definitely going to turn this on in the mornings on our TV.
She's helping people to understand their value. She's helping women to transform their lives.
From the minute that we walked in, I felt just really comfortable and at home here.
You are always a ray of sunshine and positivity.
Thank you for what you do. I love this whole thing that you're doing.
It's good news. It's great news. It's uplifting and empowering.
But you were engaged, and I love that. So thank you so much.
Thank you for being engaged with us. And hey, I know today we're talking about rain, but with everything, the clouds will go away, the negativity will go away, and you want to enjoy a little time with your family and your friends, do you not? We're looking at Just Pools and Spas. They are the specialists on the West Outer Road in Arnold. And you can see all of the amazing fun toys and floats and noodles that they have in those spas. That's what I want you to go in and think about. Maybe you jump back and forth between your pool and your hot tub, or maybe in the wintertime. My favorite of having a hot tub was having it around during winter. So you can walk out in the snow, I could say jump really fast into it and immerse yourself in the luxury of it. But it's not just for relaxation. It is to take care of those tight muscles. And then your outside can look like this, your own backyard oasis. So if you don't have the proper tables and chairs, you want to get a good grill, you want to have a little water feature, the stone and water and fire feature, I love that they have. This is actually their pool right there. And that blue chair and that white chair, they're Adirondack chairs made from recycled water bottles, recycled milk bottles, actually. Isn't that cool? I think that's the coolest thing. Look at that. That could be yours. If you've been thinking about it for a while, I don't want you to go with anybody else. Support those that support us. Madonna's a big sponsor of ours now. Just Pools and Spas on the West Outer Road in Arnold. Give them a call or check them out online, Just Pools and Spas. Again, and thank you to Kelsey for posting that for you. She's at 3987 West Outer Road, and the phone number to get your pool ready to go. Again, you could have this in the fall as soon as everybody's closing their pools up. Yours could start being built. 636-464-7110 is the phone number. Let them know that you heard about Just Pools on our show, please. And drum roll, please. It's coming up this weekend. Go into Just Pools. If you haven't been yet to buy your $20 raffle ticket, you could win that right there, a 30-foot round above ground pool with a filter system and a liner, absolutely free to you, just because you decided to give to a couple great charities. 100% of the money raised goes to Find Your Rest Ministries and Tunnels for Towers. The drawing is coming up on the 6th. That's Saturday. I wrote them last night and I said, hey, you know what? I'd love to come by. Let's do the drawing live. and let's do it live on air and let everybody know who actually was the big winner. I think that would be cool. So thank you, Madonna, for being one of our great sponsors. We have so many wonderful ones, and let me just put them up on the screen here. Regional Dermatology is our latest. We love Dr. Sarah Jensen. Yuppie Puppy Pet Spa, Jessica Cook. She's back from Spain, and she'll be joining me not tomorrow, of course, since it's the holiday, but next Thursday. And then we've got Defiance Ridge Vineyards, who's been our sponsor for the last several months for Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, Just Pools in Arnold, and My Pillow. And the list is growing and growing. We've got some new people that want us to come out and do a mobile Monica from their business. I would love that. All you have to do is reach out to me, and let's bring the show to your business. It's cool. Those are probably really have become some of my absolute favorite shows, is when we're out with the community. Marilyn says, I'm very blessed with being surrounded by so many different groups of friends. You are blessed. Absolutely. Good morning, Pamela. Love having all of you on with us this morning. Let's see. We have Debbie, the drawing that they're doing at Just Pools, as I mentioned. Be sure to support. Yes. Okay. Oh, you've never had anyone like me. I've talked to so many professionals and doctors. I've never been able to open up, but I found my answer. I just wish she wasn't so far away. I get lost so easy and typically can't get past Lake St. Louis off 70. I definitely need help. That's not my pool, Debbie. That is Just Pools and Spas. And yes, we do life coaching. You can find our services, by the way, on my website, TheRealMonicaAdams.com. And then you can see that we do personal training. The prices of the personal training, they did go up, by the way. I've been doing this for a long, long time, and I know my value. Let's put it that way. The prices for personal training went up. We do have life coaching packages where you can do 4 a month or 8 a month. You want to do the deep dive. I do design and wardrobe consulting, and we do motivational speaking, and all of that can be found and booked through our website. So please do that. Terry, interview with Mike Lindell. Yes, I have been in touch with ever since he started as one of our sponsors. We've asked about doing that, and the woman said she's still trying to set it up. So don't think that I have forgotten about that. Okay, we've been talking about pushing. We got about less than 15 minutes left of the show. I want you to weigh in on whether your parents did that to you, and do you still carry animosity? This is where I'd be helping you right now. Okay, you'd be probably sitting on a chair. It's not like a psychologist or a psychiatrist office. You're not laying back on a couch. You're talking with me. Many times it's this way because we do it via Zoom. If we are going to do it in person, it's a group in person. I don't do in-person life coaching. I do life coaching via Zoom. So we appear to each other like this, but you'd be there with me and you would talk. You would be heard. That's the biggest thing. You listen. Did you know to subscribe is still on here? Oh, interesting. Michelle said she thought well, here's the deal. If people want to pay a penny, which, okay, you want to pay a penny. If we have 1,000 people paying a penny, well then, yeah, that's worth it, isn't it? So it's just some extra little things that I could post for you here and there. We'll look into it. Marilyn, thank you so much for letting me know, though. I appreciate that. Again, a community reaching out to a community. So do you still harbor ill feelings to your parents, to your siblings, to your grandparents, to anyone that you feel wronged you? Well, we got to let that go. Okay, we just got to let that baggage go. It is time for you to unpack. And how do you unpack? You talk to someone who is your life coach, or you go to a counselor, you go to a psychiatrist, you go to a psychologist, you have dear friends, and you sit down and say, today, as you heard Herminia say in the promo, today I felt heard. Right. So I want people to sit in the blue chair with me when we are on set, or to come and appear to me through a link. And I listen to them, and I want their stories to get out there. A lot of people's problems, from addictions to just giving up on themselves and not delivering their best, is because they feel they've been harmed in the past. They feel that they've been pushed in the past. They feel that they've been forced to do things that they didn't want to do. That's what I see a lot of. Okay, I'm just giving you my experiences through life coaching. And I have to take it and say, okay, let's talk about it, and then let's put it to bed, because it is not serving you to carry it through the next day, the next day, the next day, and continuing into day after day. Debbie says, I've done all that. Well, great. Then I hope you've been healing. Okay, don't sit in the negativity of it all. And I don't want to see the next part writing back saying, no, I haven't. You have to have. There's no way that someone has helped you along and you haven't made steps forward. Maybe you're not completely 100% healed and where you want to be ultimately, but You've got to have steps forward. It's impossible to have tools given to you and not have forward momentum. It doesn't mean that you're there already, but someone has helped. That's the biggest thing. Okay, Michelle says the subscribe button should be gone, but the subscriber page will still remain at the top of my Facebook page because we have people who have already subscribed. Gotcha. There you go. And there's your answer. So, how about this? Because a lot of times, and this takes a lot of guts, and I don't know if you're going to do it before I wrap up, but how many of you feel that you were the one that did the wrong? Were you the parent? And it's okay. I'm going to take this off your plate because I don't want you living with the guilt any longer. Did you do the pushing? Were you the parent or the grandparent or the aunt, the uncle, the coach that pushed a little too much and you've lived with the I did this to so and so? All right, we're going to take that off your plate. We're going to release you of the negativity. We're going to release you of the guilt. It's all you knew at the time. It is what it is. Don't harbor ill feelings towards yourself any longer. It's all you knew. Now do better. Now pay it forward. Now make a difference in the world. Now pass it down to those who are watching you because everyone's always watching. Be the guide and be the leader so that that kind of pain doesn't have to move forward with others. Did you micromanage? Did you, again, push on a child what you were not able to do in your own childhood? All these things. Feel free to fill in the blanks anywhere. And why do you think I want to do this in person? Because I can't hear you right now and you don't type fast enough to fulfill what I think needs to be fulfilled for the community. That's why, as a community, we need to come together. So that's the area of what I think is subscribing, that you will want to come to regular events where, as a community, you all get a chance to finally meet. A lot of you have said, yes, I would come. And I don't think we're going to do it in July because July is pretty busy. So let's look at August as a possibility. And then we look at the fall and we get into winter and we take this into 2025 and the new year becomes the best year so far of your life. But then every day after becomes even better and better and better. And you have your ups and downs of the roller coaster. And Debbie, I'm not sure what you're putting the negativity of the nada 0% for, but release it. Find the path of positivity. Don't live in it. It's 7:52 in the morning. There's a lot to be salvaged in the rest of the day. Don't harbor ill feelings towards anybody that hurt you in the past. Anybody else that has said, my siblings need help, my friends need help. Okay, guide them. I didn't say push. Guide them to my page, guide them to my show, guide them to my services, and let me see if I can help them along. But let's stop pushing each other and saying, oh, this person's messed up or this person is lost. Well, they are lost and they're needing some help. Okay. Rich said, I completely understand why you don't want to use the word push. Coming from military background, pushing yourself is what we are trained to do. Okay. But Rich, here's the difference. I do challenge myself. I used to say push. Every day, I said it yesterday during my show with Todd. Every day I am a student of life. I educate myself. And so I used to say, I have got to push myself harder. And then I realized that there was a lot of stress on myself. I did it to myself. It was not ever apparent. That was the beautiful thing. And mom and dad, thank you so much. They never pushed me. They supported every one of their kids to be the best version of themselves. And so, yes, I was blessed with great parents, great aunts, great uncles, my grandparents. I didn't know my grandma on my dad's side, which is so unfortunate, but I feel the love of her by one of my aunts because I'm told she's just like her. And so what I see around me is the love. And sure, there's people who have lost their way. Sure, there's people who are off course everywhere around us, family, friends, but it's all in the choices that you make. Don't surround yourself with it. You want to be better. You want to better yourself. You want to challenge yourself to be the best version of you. Then stop living in the negativity of life. Stop doing the woe is me and blame game. All right? It's the only thing I can say. Debbie, all 10 of us are messed up from our upbringing. All right, but it's time to let go of it. I can feel the negativity right now, Debbie. Stop. It's time to stop it. Stop the madness. Stop being messed up. Make changes to be better. You've got more life left in you. And I'm talking to all of you that feel this way. I've felt so many people around me that say it every single day. They come to a life coaching class or I hear them at an event that I'm at and they're like, oh, hi. It's the voice. Oh, good morning. Woe is me. Black cloud ahead me. No more. Let it go. Start meditating. Start reading words of positivity. Start reading books that lift you up. Surround yourself with people who are positive. Get involved in community. The community is waiting there for you. Then find your tribe and day in and day out, repeat. Press play and repeat. Do it again and do it again and watch how life changes. Listen to good shows, podcasts, watch good talk shows, read good books. Surround yourself with people who are successful in happiness. I'm not talking riches. The rich, not talking about you, Rich Melching. I'm talking about the richness in life. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about happiness, true happiness within. Where do you think this comes from? It's my choice every single day to be this person. Cheryl said, thanks for all you do, Monica. Enjoy the holiday. You enjoy it as well. And before we wrap up, I just want to talk about this collaboration. I'm going to show you some of what was given to us on the day that we did our show. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that cool? So this says, the greatest thing that I try to tell each and every one of you, and that is what? To know your value. Just be kind. The Real Monica Adams Show broadcast live from Rawlings Experience in Westport. And we had this cool silver bat. Now, we were talking about having a custom made blue bat, but they're all on back order. So we did this, and then let me reach down here. That day, they made this live on air. Isn't this cool? Now, this is a regular Rawlings glove, made incredible. So for all your kids who are getting involved in baseball, softball, go to the Rawlings Experience, do the experience, and then buy something for yourself or for your kids, a glove, a batting helmet, a ball, a bat. This says The Real Monica Adams Show. That's what we had them do. And then it was, again, obviously, let me turn it upside down. So Rawlings, great gloves. I got this. Jim said, let's go out and throw the ball around. Let's play a little catch. Got to put a little mink oil in here and loosen it up a little bit. But wait till you see what we've been waiting for, because we picked it up the other day. So on Monday, the big reveal of the custom made glove. And you can only imagine how I designed it. So, they put the lacing in this one with the Monica blue color, which, if you've ever wanted to know, is truly cobalt. It's the cobalt blue. So this I love, and we'll have this one as well. We'll probably play around with this one a little bit more. The other one I feel like I want to put in a case. I'm like a kid in a candy store. We got it from the Rawlings Experience, and we're going to show this glove that's custom made for us that you can do for yourself or your kid. We have a bat that I'm told there are so many young kids in youth sports that when they would come around the corner and they would lock eyes with the bat, it was like the heavens opened up and they would go, oh, there it is. So now it's limited supply and then it won't be available anymore, but we've got one. And who knows, maybe someday I'll auction it off at a charity. And then we've got a batting helmet. So we're going to turn one of the walls in the Real Monica Adams studio into a sports wall. I've got a lot of sports memorabilia from my years of covering sports that I want to showcase there. So if you haven't been, and you really should be proud of this, Rawlings is a mainstay in St. Louis, our headquarters here in St. Louis. And a lot of people don't know that. That was a little bit of information we told you during one of our mobile Monicas. Again, a really cool show. Our team picks what they think is some of their favorites. And Zach, our director, said that was his favorite. He really loved that show. So it's at Westport Plaza. Go. I said it's a great thing to do like a date day out. Obviously great to do as a family with a group of girlfriends or guys. We went the other day, saw the experience, showed my husband, showed Todd, showed my mom, picked up our new glove, and then went over and had lunch at the Trainwreck, which is an old maiden stay, right? Richard, just talking to Debbie here. It's never too late. Boom. What a great way to wrap up the show. We never get too old. Oops, I used the word never. You can't be any more screwed up than I am and know I will be fine, right? So he felt that he was in a lot of pain and is on a daily basis, but he makes a choice every single day to find the best part of the day. And at the end of the day, have gratitude for that. That's the biggest thing that you can remember. Let's see. I think I saw something from Marilyn. Self-help books changed my life. See? The will to change is in there somewhere. That's right. And if you feel like it's not, then find your tribe to make it happen. Every single one of you. every day can be a little bit better. And if you feel like there was nothing from the day, then you got to sit with it a little bit more here and find something that was positive. And right now, Debbie, I hope you find that this community that you're with is your tribe. You have just found your tribe right here on this show. They're here for you. There's a fun little play area in front of Rawlings for Cornhole 2 and a jumbo screen to watch a game. And thank you. You just handed it off to me, and I'm going to hit it out of the park here for you. Sandlot is going to play on that big screen she's talking about on Friday. They're going to have a little festivities, face painting at 8:15. The movie Sandlot will play for all of you. So you might want to do that. What we focus on grows, Kathy says. A video that showed how baseballs are made. It was fascinating. Yeah, and they show the cork and all of that in there. They actually show the iteration of how the glove has come about as well. All right, what a powerful show. Yet again, it's all because of you. There's 53 on with us right now. I want you to spread the word and tell everybody that missed out to please watch this show. Hopefully they get a little something from it. So Lindsay's over on Facebook, and she says, I think a motivational, interactive love experience, maybe focusing on how to get to the next level. Love it. Oh, live experience. No problem. I like the love too, though, Lindsay. A live experience, I think, would be amazing. I agree with you. And it's something that I have been wanting to work on for a while. So I want to make sure that all of you are heard, that you never feel like, I don't get a chance to be there for you. So remember, whatever platform you want to watch us on, and then spread the word to everyone else. Do I have time to type more? Well, you can type and I'll see it, but I do have to wrap up. And then I just want to spread a little love and kindness to you. I want to tell you once again about the forecast, that I want you to be careful. So go ahead and type real quick while I'm saying this. Today and tomorrow are the big watcher days. You already had a gully washer all over the roads. There were ponding. There were accidents this morning. So just watch out for any other rain that could happen later tonight and into tomorrow. So scattered rain and storms, 90 for the high, 88 for the high on the 4th of July, and bouts of rain that could affect your fireworks festivities, your parade festivities. So pack yourself up, pack the kids up, grab the umbrellas, be weather aware. Yes, it might be humid. Yes, you might have storms. And yes, you might have to have a rescheduled date for whatever it is you're planning. We hope to be able to be with the sweetheart that I've been personal training. And by the way, she and her sister have already dropped, I think, 6 pounds collectively. Or sorry. Oh, there goes the thunder. 6 pounds for both of them. Ruby Lee live in concert, I hope, tomorrow at Defiance Ridge Vineyards. Tickets still on sale. Get them and join us tomorrow. I really hope it can happen. If it can't, keep an eye to my social media, and we will, of course, let you know if there's going to instead be a rescheduled date. But that's what's on tap tomorrow. Now, it is my hope that Friday happens. However, well, let me check real quick for you. I wrote him the other day, and I haven't heard back yet. I know he's been through a lot. In fact, I think I saw him on a plane. Yeah, I don't think he's written me back yet. I am hoping that we are going to be able to interview Russell, the dancing UPS man. He saw my message, but I don't know if he's struggling through some mental health stuff or what. But as of right now, it's my hope that we will have him on Friday morning. If not, it'll be you and I wrapping up the 4th of July and talking about some things that are coming up for next week. We've got a really powerful show actually on tap next Tuesday with a girl who just lost her sister within the last couple of months to a driver who drove under the influence, reckless driver. She wanted to get away. She called 911. It's just eerie to think that she was trying so hard to get out of that car, and now she's no longer here. And I want to remember her life, not the negativity that's out there in social media, but remember her life. That's on Tuesday. Monday, the beautiful, glowing Dr. Sarah Jensen will be on with us from Regional Dermatology. And any of you that get a chance to go in to see her before we have her on, reach out to me. Let me know how your experience was. I'd like to pass that along to everybody. Please keep us posted about Defiance Ridge. Yes, as I mentioned, I of course will. You're welcome. Maybe a live ticketed event. What's your whistle at Defiance Ridge Vineyards? Yeah, maybe we can do that. I just need to make sure that we're continuing on with the Wet Your Whistle, because right now we had that through today, and then we have an opening. Anybody have any ideas for a new sponsor for that? The first right of refusal goes to Chuck if he wants to continue. Otherwise, we've got that open for somebody new. Let's see. Monica always reads the comments later in the day and comments if she missed them during the live show. Yes. I was up until 10:30 last night, by the way, working. I always make sure that you are heard. Anne says, I see Dr. Sarah today. You do? Holy cow, we got 2 of you going. Anne's going today and Julie. So both of you give me a report. Give me the report card on her. Let me know. Okay, I can't remember the last time I left the house except for doctor's appointments. It's the only time I go anywhere. We can barely buy food. How can we go do anything? Well, I tell you what, I want you to pray. I want you to dig deep into your heart and soul. And I want you to hop on some Zoom calls with family and friends. I want you to have connection. Don't sit there by yourself. You need some positivity around you. Julie wants to know what time you're going, Ann. So I'm going to let you two talk because you both have appointments today. Love Dr. Sarah. Still trying to get the VA to pay for treatment. Oh, so you're talking about another Sarah, Rich. That is Dr. Sarah Franco from Invita Health and Wellness. Dr. Sarah Jensen is our new doctor. So, Rich, if you need a dermatologist, she can get you in. She's incredible. The place by the tavern, a corner bar. Yes, well, I tell you what, you need to go in there and talk to them. It's called Barrel Blends. We've already been in talks with them, but now they suddenly have ghosted us. So get them on the horn, Terry. Julie's at 1, and I don't know what time you are. Richard says, duh. That's okay. Hey, there's 2 Sarahs. I went from Sarah to Sarah. Debbie, you got to get out of the negativity. You have friends somewhere. Yes, you do. Right here, you do. There's so many people that have watched this show that have become friends. And even if it's just friendships through here, you have friends. You have breath in your lungs. So you are blessed more than the people who are losing their life right now. And I've got a friend, and I don't know if she lost her mom yesterday, but it's nearing the end. So would you like your life to be closing in on the end? No is the answer. So live your life the best you can possibly do. And today, make it the best. Tomorrow, make it better. Okay? That's how I'm going to end the show. Marilyn, Debbie, I listed you in my prayer booklet. Exactly. That's what I feel we all need. Just putting it out there in the air is a good first step. Amen. I agree. And I have, but he's married. Well, I have one, but he's married. So that's a friend. You don't need a love relationship. You have a friendship. Everything else comes when it needs to be. I've been to Barrel Blends. It's a great place. Yeah, we got to get them on. Get them on, get them on, get them on. All right, everybody. Got to wrap up. Got to go eat something for breakfast. Got to go start my day. And it's a choice. Happy 4th of July to each and every one of you, to your family, to your friends. Be safe. Don't shoot off the fireworks. Leave it to the pros. I don't want to see you ending up in the ER. Don't want to be reporting on you the next day. I love you all so dearly. My hopes and thoughts and prayers are with anyone who's struggling right now and doesn't feel like their value is worth anything, because it is. You're so powerful. You just got to believe. You have to believe first before anybody in this world will ever believe. So if you have around you the thought that you're not valued, then that's what everybody else will see. I love you too, Debbie. There it is. There's the positivity. Start loving yourself, though. Go in the mirror right now. Each and every one of you, stand in front of it and say, I am important. I watched The Help last night. You is beautiful, right? That's what she says. You is important. And the little girl says, you is important. It's a beautiful, beautiful scene that happens twice in that movie. If you've never seen it, it's hilarious as well. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your holiday. There's my girl heading to work to see my new patients, excited and grateful. Yeah, she's got a lot of people coming into her already. Go see my friend, Dr. Sarah Jensen. And Sarah, can't wait to see you on Monday as we continue talks about lupus, about other autoimmune diseases that might show up on the skin. And we've got so much more, but you got to tell us what you want. And Ann and Julie, give me a report, and I will share that on the Real Monica Adams Show on Monday morning. Everybody, go out. Be anything you want to be in the world. Enjoy your day. Find the best part in it. Have some gratitude. Have some positivity. Make the choice to do so, and be kind to yourself.